This week has been a week where I've just been realizing a lot of things. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I chose the wrong major in college. And I just wasn't aware of what I wanted at the time or what it was called. I don't know. Okay, so I majored in communication studies with a minor in journalism. And I honestly should have majored in advertising and design. And I will tell you why. I've always had a love for storytelling. I've been storytelling, writing stories, making up stories since I was a kid. I would just always write my own fairy tale world. I was always a dreamer. I was always thinking a bigger picture. Always putting pieces together. I had a blog, which was babysorella.blogspot.com back in the day. And I would go to events and write about it. I would write about how school went. I just really loved to write. So I knew that I always wanted to be in this storytelling world. I thought I wanted to be on the red carpet, talking to celebrities about the latest gossip, the latest fashion. I really wanted to be a Juliana Rancic. I loved her. I loved Ryan Seacrest. Their career paths were what I studied, and I wanted to do the exact same things they did. But when I got to college, I didn't like gossip. I didn't care. I loved the limelight of the red carpet, but I was just so much interested in how it got put together. I was so much interested in like the production. I was interested in just the process of things and how to build stories. And one day I saw a commercial. It was a Dove, I think it was a Dove campaign. Dove has a beautyis project that I fell in love with. I think they also have a self-love project as well, or like redefining yourself. And that's when I fell in love with storytelling. I just fell in love with just real people talking about beauty, talking about their feelings. And if you have not yet seen this project, you should just go type in Dove redefining beauty or Dove beautyis, and you will see the whole campaign. And just stories like this, personal stories like this, is just very captivating. And it evokes a sense of emotion. That's what I want to capture, and I hope to capture that in the future.
Do you think you're more beautiful than you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Chloe's perception was so clearly different. Her picture looked like somebody I thought I would want to talk to and be friends with, like a happy, light, much younger, much brighter person. It's troubling. I should be more grateful of my natural beauty. It impacts the choices and the friends that we make, the jobs we apply for, how we treat our children. It impacts everything. It couldn't be more critical to your happiness.
It was the most beautiful campaign I've ever seen, and it was about women empowerment in their bodies, and it was just such a beautiful story. And the mothers were talking to their children. It was just beautiful. And those were stories that I really related to. I really wanted to tell stories of people. So I started doing interviews. I started talking to different people, telling their stories of how they came to be entrepreneurs, whatever the case might be. But I still stuck with my journalism aspect. And I knew I've always loved design. I love to create. I like making vision boards. I like things aesthetically pleasing. I like to paint on a blank canvas. Not actually paint, because I don't know how to paint. But, wait, is this focused? Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. It's just, sorry, I have to like move this closer. Yeah, so I like to paint, but not actually paint. And I took a design class my last semester of college, like my senior year last semester, and I loved it. I was like, why the heck didn't I do this earlier? Why didn't I take a design class early? And I wish I minored in design. I wish my major was advertising, because I really want to focus on telling stories. If it's commercial based, if it's short form. I love short form content. I don't like anything long. I love short form content. So I really wish I learned how to market and advertise and tell a story and how this campaigns come together. And you guys, I'm just realizing now at the age of 25 in my career that I majored in the wrong thing, and I don't know, I heard this is normal. Can anybody else relate? Like, are y'all going through this? Oops, sorry. Are y'all going through this? Can you guys relate? Yeah, I should have just majored in something else. And it was crazy because I started doing design stuff and editing during college, but I never wanted to be the person that switched my major. I never wanted to backtrack. I just didn't like starting over. I didn't also really like change. I just wasn't comfortable with change. I just wanted to stick to something, go through the process. But I really enjoyed journalism. Like, my journalism classes were so much fun. I had news reporting. I learned different aspects of shooting. I learned how to write a news report. But those things, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like intrigued. Like, in design class, I was like the top of my class. Like, everybody was like, oh well, she does design on the side, so she knows how to do this and that. But I'm just thinking to myself, at my big age, I really wish I majored in advertising and design. Design because I do design now. I taught myself how to design, but I want to learn different aspects. I want to get more into like animation type of design. I want to get more into 3D design. I want to really build out, like, I mean, maybe it's going to like architect, but no, like, I want to figure, I don't want to say the word. I want to figure shit out. You know, I really want to get into design. So I just came here to say that if anybody else is in the same position as I am, thinking that they should have majored in something else, you're not wrong. It's okay to feel how you feel, but just don't forget that Google and YouTube are your best friends. They are your favorite teachers. So don't beat yourself up. You can always go back to school if you want. I'm not going back. I don't got time for them loans. I'm not going back. I'm going to stick to Google. I'm going to stick to YouTube. And if you are fortunate to go back, you should definitely go back. But you know, you have resources all around you. So I'm using these resources that I have to teach myself. Like, my friends are in these positions where they can teach me and tell me about their career paths. And I am willing to be open and learn and just soak everything in. So just a quick little video to just tell you that it's okay that you feel indifferent about what you majored in. Don't feel like you wasted your college career because you learned something out of it. I hope you did. But yeah, just wanted to share. Have a great weekend. So a recruiter called me about this job that I really liked, and she was basically just saying they never followed up with me. So I followed up and I said, hey, like, I never heard from you guys, just wanted to check in on this job if it's still available. And she said that the manager thought I was too good for the job, that I had so much potential, and if I came to his company I would be wasting my potential. Like, what?
It's right for you.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate the honesty and just the transparency. I'm like speechless. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's such a compliment for somebody to say that, you know, they see my work, my potential, and I am too good for the position. You know, my creativity is too large.
No, because you're gonna be bored, and you know, it's like,
yeah.
You know, when a bird needs to fly, he's got to fly. Like, exactly. I'll tell you a story. You had a little kitten.
Wow. I am speechless. I don't have anything to say. It's a compliment. It's a compliment, and Wow. I mean, I love the honesty, but damn, I really wanted that job. It's crazy. Wow. So, wow, this thing right here. That was a weird call. God has a plan, and not every opportunity or job is going to have my name on it, which I am understanding. God has a plan. So I feel extremely weird, but it's okay. Excuse me. But I just want to say God has a plan. And it's really weird that we have to end this video like this, but just know there's a reason for everything, and there is a plan in works for you. So keep tunnel vision, just stay focused, and you have to receive a lot of no's in order to receive the perfect yes. So just keep striving, keep working hard, don't give up. Stay focused, tunnel vision, like literally tunnel vision. Thanks for tuning in. I guess we just got the same news at the same time. So comment down below on how you feel and let me know about your journey. But just remember, God has a plan.
You have experience. There's no such thing as a job seeker that doesn't have experience. You've been lied to your whole entire life about how to job hunt and how to set up a resume because you've been listening to people with bad jobs. Why are you listening to a high school teacher about how to set up your resume? They clearly do not know how to get a good job because they have a bad job and they get underpaid daily. You have experience. You've been managing your own social media accounts for 10 plus years. You have executive experience in digital media marketing and international relationship building because you're here. Every time you open up an app, you're doing data analytics. You're doing algorithm boosts. You're doing process improvement. You're doing operational development. You're doing statistical research every day. You don't have to have had the job title before to be able to do the job well or get trained on the job. You're gonna get trained. You've been trained before, so you have training experience because you trained a trainer on how to train. You've done people management and customer success and customer engagement. Put it on your resume.